He is not hit. I think he's Decius. Quite sure of it. Can't find him. No!
You have to do something. A man arrived in the bar.
I know.
To do. Thank. Hear what? What? We don't have time. What?
I told her not to get in there and then I entered. That's the spot. There's nothing I can do with the assassin. Let me just check for a second, but there's nothing I can do.
Stop right there. I am looking for
He calls him Tiberius Quinticius Crispus. And he goes by Maleodus now. Let's try with this.
Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
At least the golden rule is not broken yet. Now let me see what happens with him. We killed a gladiator. He gotta pass through a gladiator.
What now?
I'm here for Malleolus. Who might you be?
The name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus? You go through me.
Then go through you, I shall.
It's real!
The many shall suffer.
Now he runs.
The sins of the
What if I arrive first? Holy shit, you fast. Hey. What if I arrive first?
After everything we've built.
What will you do? Well, some things are clear. What happens with both the assassin and the magistrate? Where am I? Was I ever here? Found. There's an aqueduct behind it. The fuck, that statue is turning. Holy shit, that's creepy. Sika bow. Locking myself in. Navia. Arrows. That's a way in. But I can't do it yet. What are you pointing at? Not allowed. The boulder. Find a creative way into the upper cistern. Hey, that's where the idiot suicides. I know. We ain't doing anything there. The only way out is for this interrupted, perhaps tragic. Public toilet. A sponge stick. Achievement unlocked. Unhygienic. Pick up the sponge on a stick. A small stick with a sponge attached. This must be what the Romans used instead of a toilet paper. It appears to be for communal use. Best to put this back immediately. Always remember they're watching. I do wipe the rest is clean. Somehow. Imagine a life without a toilet paper. 43. Where
Greetings and salutations.
is the moron with a bow? He should be here. Let me see what happens. Will I learn the map? What's where? Theater. Can't move the statue.
Horatius? Looking a bit troubled there.
Still no sign of Centilla. And I haven't slept right in 3 weeks.
Don't be too hard on yourself. From what I hear, nobody saw it coming. Anyway, I thought you Stoics weren't supposed to worry about things you can't control.
Yeah, but I keep thinking, what if there is something I can do? What if she's out there somewhere suffering, waiting to be found?
Sounds like you're torturing yourself. Leave that for the gods. Try to relax, get some rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
I suppose you're right.
But the buyer beware. Achievement unlocked with reader. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. Roman shield. Known as good. A legionary banner from the first Italic. Cavalry helmet. Horatius chest. Note from Kabash. Kabash to Kabash. I told Lucretia about the dreams I've been having. She said it might help her divine their meaning if I wrote them down. It happened again last night. The man by the river was there. As always, his face shrouded in shadow from the peculiar ram headdress. Once again, he introduced himself as Kurt and told me he'd drag me from the river. And to us it was introduced as Karen. He seemed to smirk as he said his name, as if it meant something I could not understand. Indeed, the name rings a bell. I cannot for the life of me remember where I heard it. I don't think I'll sleep soundly again until I know who is Kurt. A lion carved. Chest. Thus is your final warning, sinner. He is threatening Virgil. Persuade Rufius to stop threatening Virgil. Ask the merchants in the forum for clues about Virgil's secret admirer. It says it failed, but I just rushed through it. Without asking, we figured out who it is. Chest. A stone desk. No, a fish. Thought by Romans to have divine protective properties. What a fucking joke. Oh, that's a fucking joke, man. Now who the fuck is Rufius?
Galerius?
Horatius?
Olivia.
Troubled there.
Still no sign of Sigma. I haven't slept right in 3 weeks. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Prototype. Ziploc.
I thought you still weren't
Galerius.
supposed to worry about things you
Poem
can't
by
control.
Galerius.
I keep thinking, what if there is something I can do? What if she's out there somewhere suffering, waiting to be found?
My lies been torches as the 7 labors of Hercules, orphaned, defeated and enslaved, yet I will suffer it all again gladly. Because each loss, wound and tragedy brought me to you. Radiant as Rome's sacred flame, your bright warmth nourishes my soul. I know I can never touch you any more than hold Vesta's flame. But to watch and love you from afar, bathing in your glow, is enough.
Ixion turns.
So you're mumbling about that bullshit. A model arena. Model of a Roman arena. Virgil.
You, Tantalus,
Horatius?
cannot catch the drops of
Troubled
water,
there.
and the tree you grasp at eludes
I
you.
haven't slept right in 3 weeks.
Don't be too hard on yourself. From what I hear, nobody saw it coming. Anyway, I thought you Stoics weren't supposed to worry about things you can't control.
Yeah, but I keep thinking, what if there is something I can do? What if she's out there somewhere suffering, waiting to be found?
Sounds like you're torturing yourself. Leave that for the gods. Try to relax. Get some rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
I suppose you're right.
I was searching for you non-stop. 1,000 denarius for cure.
Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius.
I know, man, I know. I need some Silphium resin.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
Like you can use coin for something in this shithole. Fine.
Oh, you have it. I'm impressed.
You could also steal the resin from the... But no, that's gonna trigger the golden rule.
Pleasure doing business. Can I help you with anything else?
We go back to Lucretia and see what happens.
Very well. Another time.
Not from there.
Hilarious.
Gracious.
Straight to Lucretia. Till I just remember what's where. Should be here.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned.
Oh, you can save her.
A plant called Silphium, but that Culas cubulates decius won't give it to me.
She dies if you don't have it. I have it.
What? Quick, give it here. Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you.
She doesn't die now.
Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing? And at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
Will resolve dying gasp. I'm a time traveler. You wouldn't believe me even if I told you.
Look, if you don't want to tell me, I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. But no matter. That was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need. I wish some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving. Just don't get sick or injured here. Sure. Glad. That's a
Can I speak with Yulia?
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
What happened to you?
As much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
How someone poisoned you without breaking the golden rule? Are you worried about the golden rule?
The golden rule? That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
So it's those two. They poisoned you.
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
Tell me what happened.
Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
I have all the time in the world.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe and...
Sonics, good evening. It's not an RPG.
So when my new friend Aurelia
adventure.
offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
What I think about it so far, I've been playing it for a bit less than 4 hours. Around 3 hours 30 minutes so far in the game. It's exactly the same as Outer Wilds. A modern adventure. It's good. It's very good. Why would they lend you so much money?
I had to sign an agreement saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Werglia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was? Hemlock.
Funky Bucky, thanks for the sub. I haven't seen you in 100 years. How you doing? What's hemlock?
It's a deadly poison made from a plant. Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only, he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
What I'm playing, the game is called Forgotten City, I think. A classic adventure, modern adventure. Very similar to Outer Wilds if you played it.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Why? What caused this? Is there a time limit in every loop? There is a time limit. But it wasn't the assassin who triggered this. Who the fuck was it?
What are you doing in it, Julia? Hope that was you just say, and maybe in the meantime. That's a shame.
Get up.
May Apollo keep you safe. I'm Lucretia. I would. It's all right. And my husband. I the neck. It's all and well. Oh, kind of. Gladly. Do you read? Gladly. That's a shame.
He doesn't get up now. Is that a bug? I gave her the cure. Maybe because I spit it up.
Oh, was there some... as much as I'm... The gold... plate... Alright, so when she... so... I paid him... It's a dead drink. She, in fact... That's what I said. I went to Sentius and begged for help. But he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She set me to work on an endless stream of futile. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
Cyberpunk is slightly above mediocre game. That's why you have that feeling.
I just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it. Don't you think I know that? I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid. When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course. I doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Huh. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
How much would it cost to buy your freedom?
A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night. He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Werglia set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him. I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but thank you.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
No, wait. Someone was arguing.
Everybody hide!
The theater. There is a time limit, fucking hell. It was the theater. Denarius here, but I can't escape. They'll come for me. No, escape now. Don't 4,000. Something happened in a theater. But fucking loop again. Very nice. I got a lot of money. I bloody knew it with a statue.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and...
I need to take care of some things urgently.
Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening.
Lulia's dying, but Lucretia can't help without this Sylphium. Take some of it and go quickly.
Yulia? Oh no. Alright, I can do that.
So that's how you don't waste time on running over there.
I'll go.
You need to do everything in order
Know all of this.
for every single NPC in the game to actually finish this game and to know what you're doing in the meantime.
You, Sisyphus.
There is time limit also. It's not only the loop that you trigger, there's a time limit. There's
Fortune
a fucking
smile on
time
you,
limit, man.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
Jesus Christ.
Whatever are you wearing?
We're finally alone. Is that a...
We had this conversation too. I'm in a hurry.
Seems rather brash.
Can we talk about who's gonna break the golden rule?
Of course. What?
I think I know who it is. It's Malelius. Although it's not, there's the theater also. You need to stop them one by one. It's the assassin who arrived in the city this morning.
Why then did you say...
No, not a single fucking
like
answer is correct. I'd like you to release Dolly.
You mean Duilius? Releasing him is out of the question, I'm afraid. That man is a liability we simply cannot afford. Perhaps you're not aware he was caught multiple times, sneaking around in places he should not have been.
What exactly did he do?
Look, I can see where you're going with this. You think me cruel. I assure you, that is not the case. You may not be aware of this, but it was not so long ago, during the Republic, the law of the 12 tables would have required that he be killed as soon as he was born, owing to his deformities. Here, we see to it that he has food, water, and shelter, and most importantly, he is able to continue living. A privilege that would be taken away from all of us, were he to be released and commit the crime of trespass. The man has no self-discipline, poor comprehension of what is going on around him, and is an incorrigible rule breaker. I will not jeopardize the lives of my people so that one man can go free. Now,
right, break him free.
Else? Thank you. I'll be waiting here.
I need to break him free. There are time limits. We know that Yulia is...
If you're snooping around in my possessions, you're wasting your time.
Yeah, shut up. Money counted. Got 4,000 denarius.
This place has become a thoroughfare.
On your best behavior, I trust.
Hey, Horatius. How's it feel?
Now why do they fight in a theater?
Welcome.
Look there, she's in front now.
Feeling all right? That's a
We need to finish the conversation here.
Sorry, was there...
You know a way out.
If that's your idea of a joke, it's not... I know what kind of person you are. Leave me alone.
Ah, dear God, you can't even ask them a simple question without them getting upset. Lock door. Hey. You.
Ah, a new face. Salve. and welcome to our little community.
It's not a new face.
My
Come
name. I hear we have you to thank for saving Julia's life. I'm glad you arrived when you did. Well, I'm an architect. Help out with, but you... I like. Well, some and I'm glad. It's best if you wouldn't say but once you... Oops. Nice to talk to.
Do I need to resolve the problem with him?
Greetings. My friend. Shh. I must ask you to stop. Have you not been told about the last attempt?
What's the last attempt?
Oh, then I suppose this duty falls to me. Ah, it is a long story.
Tell me.
Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape? It is only natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply too steep and too far. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out.
Why hasn't anyone done that?
They have. I am getting to that. There was an attempt, made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that, tragically, is where their tale ends. So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place, and so I say it is best to not even discuss it aloud. I hope that our...
How'd you do?
I'm curious what happens in a theater, why do they fight over there, and how to stop that.
Very well, another time. Ah, Malleolus.
I'd like to vote for Sentius.
Not. Very well.
Assassin is up there. That ain't worth it. Can I break the tree?
Hello? Hello?
You know way out.
You're going to let me out of it? Oh. Please. What about, like, if you Hannah? Bye-bye.
Is it same? Literally racing with time. Lowest bottle of wine. The items you loot are returned back. But the money stays with you.
Ixion turns.
Oh, love devil. Yeah, basically it's all about the story.
Ixion turns. Cerberus lifts his triple head.
Let's see this mad woman. What is this? Livia looks busy. Should try talking to her again
Would you
later.
stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
She knows.
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowds that come. The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives. They never do.
No way out.
There is only a downward path, gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions.
You need help.
Help me? You cannot help me. I have seen things. A pattern, a terrible pattern. It is better for you if you remain ignorant. Pandora's box must stay closed. I'll say no more.
Figure out why Livia is acting strangely. Pandora's box. What do you think about the golden rule?
The bloodless shadows. This is their punishment.
Tell me about the pattern.
You think you wish to know, but you do not. It is better for you if you remain ignorant. Pandora's box must stay closed. I'll say no more. The newly arrived are ignorant of...
Vote for Malleolus for a free drink at my tavern. Ah, you're here.
Werglia.
I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Werglia, and I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued. There's something dangerous about you, like a prowling manticore.
Don't waste your breath, I know you're a horrible person. Then I won't be able to speak with her with this.
Coming on a bit strong, don't you think? I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore. Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can at least do business. So, what brings you to my tavern?
What's a smooth talk? Get rejected by Werglia.
Ugh, let it go. Nothing's going to happen between us. You know, normally, I'd expect you to buy me a drink before asking if I want to get out of here. Straight to business, huh? I can work with that. As a matter of fact, I do know a way out. I'm happy to tell you all about it, but this is valuable information we're talking about, and I don't just give it out like some cheap oracle. So, How badly do you want it?
I'll give you
Is it
1,000
worth,
denarii, fuck you.
say, 1,000 denarii to you?
I know it's a scam. If you have a way out, why haven't you used it yourself?
Simple. It's a one-way trip, and I'm not ready to go just yet. I like my life here. One day, maybe, but not now. I think of it this way. I have something of value, and I'm willing to share it for a price. That's not unethical. That's just good business. Now, do you want it or not? Well, I can't tell you too much, or you'd figure it out for yourself. But I promise you, you'll never have to spend another hour in this city ever again. Ha! It's hardly my fault if people misunderstand the terms of a deal. I mean, it does say, "Let the buyer beware," right outside my tavern. I just try not to think about it. Drink helps with that. As the saying goes, to drink is human, so we drink. Certainly, for 10 denarii. Have you met Livia? She used to do my hair, until one day she just snapped. This place has that effect on people. Now, she just stands around, caked in filth, muttering nonsense to herself. It's a real shame. Now I have to do my own hair. I hear that if Malleolus is elected, he's gonna throw a small festival to celebrate, with entertainment and everything. Can't wait to find out what it is. There used to be a midwife here, Naevia, but this place drove her mad as a Maenad. Said she could hear the statues whispering to her. Can you imagine? Fortunately for us, she locked herself in the palace weeks ago and hasn't been seen since. Good riddance, I say. Centilla, the magistrate's youngest daughter, went missing a few weeks ago, right out from under Daddy's nose. How can we trust him to govern a city if he can't even protect his own daughter? I heard Dacius has been offering a lot of money for a bow. Of course, Sentius banned all weapons in the city, so I can't help but wonder what he's up to. Have you seen the way Rufius walks around staring at all the statues? He says he's afraid they're going to spring to life. But then, why does he have a collection of them in his room? I hear Galerius has a thing for Equitia, but of course she's a Vestal priestess. If she sleeps with him, the magistrate will have to bury her alive. Why do silly boys always want what they can't have? I hear there are blasphemous cultists walking among us. You know, the ones that lit the fires last year? Some even say they have a secret shrine around here somewhere. I've already told you everything I know, I'm afraid. All right, see ya.
Good enough. Tavern chest. The only way out is...
I love your clothes. So
beer.
Stay away from my money.
A bit of beer. Key to Aurelia's chest. It's a steal. A steal I don't wanna do right now. Aurelia's chest. God damn it, let's see what it is. The moment I steal, the golden rule applies.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the
1,000
one.
denarius. Aurelia's diary. Today I'm celebrating. I made the easiest 1,000 denarii I ever made by selling a way out to a desperate fool. Of course, it may not have been the way out she was hoping for, but hemlock still counts. It'll teach her for insulting my hair. Since I didn't break the golden rule, I may try to do this again sometime. So she set her up with hemlock. Run, you fool. Not there, you run here. There we go, in a loop again. Son of a god. Ugh.
Salve.
Take care of some things urgently.
Oh, sounds serious.
Savor.
Julia. I'll go.
And where do we go? Who was the farmer here? If I can find him immediately, that would be great. Oh my god. Again, this. You need to exactly know what you're doing at what time to finish this. Who is this Equitia?
Ave. A new face. Ave. I don't, I'm afraid. It seems to me we're exiled here until the gods judge us. One way.
We're asking people how they wound up here, trying to find a pattern.
Interesting. I'm not sure why you're telling me, but you've come to the right person.
Aha, okay, I remember this. Encounter with a stranger on the riverbank.
Yes, I also had such an encounter.
And now
What
she's
else?
gonna wait by the shrine, yeah, that's all I noticed.
There are definitely some common... Keep asking people how they wound up here. Livia's fate weighs heavily on my mind.
What's the status of the election?
It must be completed by dusk,
By dusk.
just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask?
I'd like to nominate Galerius. Who's allowed to vote? Holy shit, it's fucking complicated.
All of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend, unless they're running, of course. Well, you're not a citizen yet, but if it's any consolation,
I can't
there
vote.
are other ways to influence the outcome of an election. By using whatever gifts the gods gave you.
And your role in the election?
I'm responsible for announcing it and making sure the procedures are followed.
That happens in a theater when they get to fight. The elections happen in a theater in dusk.
You can, assuming they're eligible and willing to accept the nomination.
I'd like to nominate Galerius.
I like the idea, but I know Galerius well, and his position has always been that he won't run unless Malleolus withdraws. It was only yesterday that he said to me he'd only ever run if it was absolutely necessary to make sure Sentius wasn't re-elected. So, I suppose if you'd like to see Galerius elected magistrate, you'd need to persuade Malleolus to withdraw somehow. Certainly. Oh my, I suppose you should... Oh, let's do it. You really don't know? You are from far away, aren't you? Well, I am one of the priestesses, charged with keeping the sacred flame in Rome's shrine of Vesta burning. I take it you know who Vesta is? Vesta is the mother goddess of hearth and home, and the guardian of the Roman people. Put simply, I tend to the temples, ensure their sanctity is preserved. Why? So that we continue to honor our gods, invite their blessings, and not bring their wrath down upon us, of course. It's vital that we keep them appeased and remain in their good graces. I'm quite sure it's the work of the gods, which is strange because they've never been particularly concerned with our misdeeds, as long as we've kept the peace of the gods. We asked for blessings, for good health, bountiful harvest, military victory, but here it seems they require much more of us. I find myself reminded of an especially pertinent tale from our great poet Ovid in his epic Metamorphoses. Would you like to hear it? It is rather long. Wonderful. It goes like this. Baucis and Philemon were an old married couple living a humble life in a small town. One night, the town gets a visit from a couple of vagrants. They go from door to door, asking for a place to stay the night. Of course, being vagrants, they're turned away sharply from house after house, 1,000 in all, until finally they come to the little cottage where Baucis and Philemon lived. Now, the kind old couple had very little to offer, but nevertheless, they invite these strangers into their house and offer them food, wine, and a place to stay. Immediately, the guests make themselves at home. They begin gulping down the old couple's wine, so much so that Baucis, the old lady, begins to worry they're going to run out. And then she notices something strange. Her wine pitcher keeps refilling itself, as if by magic. Realizing only a select few possess such powers, says to her husband, Philemon, "I think these men are gods in disguise." Immediately, the couple begins apologizing for offering such coarse wine, and the vagrants metamorphosize and reveal themselves to be Jupiter, the king of the gods, and Mercury, the trickster god. They confide they didn't mind the meager offerings. They were just pleased that someone in the town offered them hospitality. Then Jupiter says to them, "You have passed our test, but everyone else in this city failed, so we are going to destroy this place and everyone in it, except you, who we will grant a wish." So old Baucis and Philemon escape up into the mountains safely, and they receive their wish, which is for eternity together. Meanwhile, Jupiter carries through with his threat and wipes that city off the map. Some say the moral of that story is that we must all honor the sacred rituals of guest friendship, the reciprocal obligations owed between hosts and guests. But I like to think it's that we should always show compassion for those less fortunate than ourselves.
Perhaps that the gods might kill you at any moment for failing their test, and they don't even have to tell you what the rules are.
A cynic philosopher might take that view, but it's not entirely invalid, I suppose. And did you notice anything? Keep living. Come back.
There is proof. What is it, citizen?
Can you arrest someone or not?
Alright.
I need to report that bloody moron. What about the gladiator? Let me see.
Malleolus isn't receiving visitors at the moment, it being election day.
What if I say I need to speak with Ulpius? Because he addresses his Malleolus.
He's not here.
Where is he?
Dunno. The little Capet murder escaped earlier this morning, while I was taking Yulia to the clinic. He can't have gone far, but if you find him, tell him the punishment he gets for coming back on his own won't be as bad as if I have to go looking for him. Malleolus, of course. When Malleolus wins the election, yeah, this place will change. You won't even want to leave. You'll... Whatever.
Ove.
How the fuck do I stop the assassin? With what? Rufius.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
He's threatening Verge. What's your story?
Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but... family's from Seleucia on Tigris. Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th. The one they call Ironclads.
How'd you end up here?
Same way as everyone else.
Tiber. Why are you still wearing your legionary armor?
Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious?
Why don't you have a weapon?
Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now. If you were dealing with what I am, you wouldn't be either.
Are you suffering from rheumatism?
Nobody is supposed to know about that. Did Lucretia tell you?
I figured it out on my own.
Look, I haven't been at my best lately. All my joints ache constantly, and the pain. It has a way of messing with your head. I get stirred up by things that shouldn't bother me, and then there's the statues, and my doubts about my faith. And I just want to scream. You want to help me? Do what Lucretia hasn't been able to do, and find me something to make the pain go away. Until then, get out of my face. You again. If I did, do you think we'd be having this conversation? I'll tell you this much. I hate the fact that my survival depends on the common sense of other people.
I know the feeling. I lived through a pandemic.
Then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, all these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong. While we're one bad decision away from being wiped out. Like the last lot of people who lived here. Seems like
it's the birds in the game.
Ready for what's coming. Whatever that is. And when it hits, it's everyone for themselves. You've been warned. I don't know. But did you ever get the feeling some of these statues are watching us when we're not looking? Like they're waiting for something. I don't like it.
Think you're right?
Of course I am.
Are you the one threatening Virgil? Who are you gonna vote for?
Malleolus. Not sure I trust Sentius. Couldn't even protect his daughter in a city without sin. How's he going to protect us?
Anything I can do to change it?
No.
Are you the one threatening Virgil?
No idea what you're talking about?
I know it was you.
Yes, so what? What are you going to do about it? And why should I? The one true God says that for man to lie with another man is an abomination. His presence here is a threat to us all.
If that's true, why has the golden rule been broken already?
Well, I don't know. Maybe God hasn't noticed yet. But when he does, we're going to have a problem.
Gods of Rome don't care about homosexuality, so why would they care about Werglia?
There is only one true God. And he laid waste to Sodom and Gomorrah because of exactly this kind of thing.
Was it that said do unto others as you would have them do unto you?
I am doing that. If I was about to get everyone else killed, I would want someone to stop me.
How do you think the magistrate would react if they knew you were a cultist?
I don't like where this is going.
Leave him alone, or I'll out you out to everyone.
I have no idea what you're talking about. And unless you want your jaw broken, I think it's best if you don't ever talk to me again.
That ended up bad. Man, I don't know in what order and what to do.
Welcome.
The bloody assassin.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
No, I can't climb those fucking vines, and I don't know how.
Vote for Malleolus for a free... Oh, you're here. And, there's something...
Don't waste your breath, I know you're a horrible person.
How dare you?
That's it!
Oh, do us all a favour and drink...
Fuck. The straw man, thanks for the follow.
And lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You scare away my customers.
I think I spoke with everyone. Every NPC there is. Now I need the right order of what I should do first.
Welcome.
Sorry, was there something you want? Our priestess, Equitia, once told me it's the god's way of creating a city without sin. But if that's the case, then whichever god is responsible for it didn't think it through. I mean, all it really does is make bad people better at hiding their sins, and good people too frightened to stand up for themselves. I've seen Malleolus, Claudia, and Domitius make grown men cry. Romans. They don't cry easily. They've never physically hurt anyone. But the point is, they don't have to. They've got people running scared because everyone knows Malleolus is the favorite to win today's election. I doubt it. I mean, the election is today, and you've only just arrived. I just don't think there's enough time for you to do anything. I suppose we would... You mean my life story? Oh, well, I grew up as part of a big family in Rome. Me and 3 older sisters. Our father found good husbands for my sisters, but I wasn't cut out for that kind of life. So he found me a job as a scribe for a prominent merchant. It was a good life for a while, until 7 months ago when the fires came. My colleagues and I worked desperately to try to protect our warehouse. We must have had 100 workers passing buckets of water, chanting prayers to Vulcan, but they fell on deaf ears. The fire was relentless and it claimed everything and everyone. My employer told me to grab what valuables I could and flee for the Tiber with
And
the
she
crowds.
ended up here after Tiber, as everyone else.
Thank you.
There's
All right.
nothing with her.
What now? All right?
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Are they? We're finally alone. I assume we have. I must.
Yeah, that conversation.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, it's everyone.
What? An assassin? What are you talking about?
He was sent by Nero to assassinate someone in the city named Quintisius.
Then what are you doing here talking to me? Why aren't you out there trying to stop him? You'd best go, quickly. As magistrate, I hereby declare him an enemy of Rome and authorize his execution by your hand. Forthwith.
Are you stupid? The golden rule. Won't that break the golden rule?
I don't believe so, no. It's not a crime to carry out the lawful order of a magistrate.
Really? Do you need to give him a trial first?
So now you're an expert on Roman law, are you? Listen to me. We are cut off from the Empire down here, fending for ourselves on the brink of annihilation. If ever there was a time to dispense with legal procedure, it would be now. Think of it as an act of preemptive self-defense. Think of the lives you'll be saving. Then perhaps you would prefer the feeling of being responsible for the deaths of everyone in this city. Now is not the time for cowardice in the guise of philosophical introspection. Now is the time for action. You have your order.
I need a weapon.
Carry it out. Any way you can, despite my weapons ban. It's been my experience one can always find a weapon if one looks hard enough. Thank you. Please act quickly before it's too late.
But that ain't right. It just ain't right.
Oh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
You know what?
Ugh, what is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I must know a way out too. Is that it? Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Scintilla. I wish you mouth breathers would just leave me alone. I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she snatched away by the harpies?
Here we go. When did you last see her?
It was 3 weeks ago. We ate our evening meal together, and I remember she seemed happy. In love. We went into our rooms, I went to sleep, and when I woke up, she was gone. That's it.
She was seeing whom?
I think so, yes. But she was very careful about keeping his identity a secret, even from me.
Why?
Because our father had plans to marry her off, eventually, and even a rumor about her attachment to some mystery man might have ruined those plans.
Your father didn't mention any of this.
That doesn't surprise me. To him, it was like a prize cow wandering off from its paddock. He's upset, of course, but he says he's too busy with the election to help look for her. So he's letting Horatius do the heavy lifting. Some good that's done.
Is it possible her lover was involved?
I don't know, but it's been 3 weeks since she disappeared, and he hasn't come forward. That might speak to a guilty conscience. All I know is, whoever he is, he's still here in the city.
Sentius, Sentia, Scintilla, why are your names also similar?
You really aren't from here, are you? All Roman women are named after their fathers. I think it's their way of branding us, like cattle to be sold at market. His family name is Sentius, so I'm Sentia because I'm the eldest, and my little sister is formerly Sentia Minor, but she is affectionately known as Scintilla.
You relaxed about your sister's disappearance.
I hope you're not insinuating I'm somehow pleased with her disappearance.
You know something you're not telling me.
Oh, you're awful. Get out of my villa and never speak to me again.
Fine, you bitch. What we gonna go for? We are gonna go for money. She poisoned,
I'm not supposed to be in here.
what was her name? Lelia, something like that.
Talk. What business could you possibly have with me? My marital affairs are no concern of...
We already had this conversation.
I think better. I have...
She refuses to speak.
Preferably, my marital... height, this is outrageous.
Before I loot the chest, there is time. Let me see if I can blame him.
Domitius doesn't usually let anyone in here without a hit.
I want you to withdraw from the election.
Are you insane? You barge into my villa uninvited and then make outrageous demands? Why would I withdraw from an election I'm bound to win?
If you don't, I'm gonna kill you. As soon as you win, you're going to break the golden rule. He doesn't believe in golden rule, because I'm gonna kill you.
You fool.
The many shall suffer.
Oh my god! Ah, I got some kleptomaniac. Great. I'm already a kleptomaniac 4 hours in. Not there! Door. Fucking hell! I'm so bloody dead. They're killing them. Yes, please fucking escape. I got money, okay. If nothing else, I got a lot of money now. I got 9,000. Flashlight, tablet, Malleus Villa key, zipline, a register, a bottle of wine, 2 bottles of wines, goose eggs, healing, Aurelia's chest. Her diary. Create a time paradox, stop the golden rule. Figure out who's most likely to break the golden rule. Tell Senjus where Raphaeus, Decius, Werglia, Lucretia, Ulpius. Tell about the assassin. Find a way into the palace. Obtain a bow. Figure out how to stop Virgil's harassment. Persuade Raphaeus to stop threatening Virgil. Upper cistern. Neutralize the armed man. Stop Ulpius from killing himself. Ask Ulpius how Scintilla would feel about his suicide. Figure out how to make it. Let's try to stop Ulpius to suicide. With this one, I need to hear some things urgently.
Julia, I'll go.
And then we go straight to stop Ulpius from suiciding. I think it was from here. Jesus. No, it's all the way up. Up there. Hey, you can loot money non-stop on every loop, and it counts. That's suicide if I do that. Let's see if I can stop him. To make some progress at least.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life.
I really need to talk to Ulpius.
All right, well.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please, please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him. Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Is this what Scintilla would want?
You know about that? How is that possible? I mean, I've never mentioned it to anyone.
You'd never believe me if I told.
Well, if you say so. You don't understand. I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want it all to be over.
I can help solve your problem.
It's too late for that. Julia and I made a pact. And she's already swallowed hemlock this morning. If I backed out now, I'd be betraying her. I can't do that.
I saved her. Lucretia was able to get some silphium in time to save her life. She's gonna be fine.
Oh, really? That changes things a little. But we're still in debt bondage to that monster. Unless you happen to have 2,000 denarii to pay off both of our debts.
I do. Why do you need 2,000 denarii?
Julia and I are in debt bondage to Malleolus. We might as well be slaves. And that's how much it will take to buy our freedom back.
I know how to resolve 4 quests in less than a minute per loop. So far. How do you get yourself into so much debt?
Oh, so it's my fault. Is that it? You know what? Forget it. I am out.
Oh
Wherever
my
you
god.
are, Scintilla,
Oh my
love.
god.
I'm sorry.
I hate to say I have money immediately. They're so fucking unpredictable, man.
I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. That poor lamb. That was... I'll have to let everyone... And I'd best...
That ended up bad.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been... Well...
Withdraw from the election.
What?
Because as soon as you win, you're gonna break the golden rule.
Don't talk nonsense. There's no such thing as the golden rule.
You're gonna arrest Sentius for treason and sentence him to death by gladiatorial combat.
How could you possibly know that?
Because I know the future, none of your business. Domitius told me. I know all of your secrets. Because I know the future.
Nonsense! This is nonsense! I don't know how you know about my plans, but I'm absolutely sure Sentius is involved somehow. And now, I'm going to enjoy watching Demetrius kill him even more. Now, get out of here! You outstay.
That all went wrong, but that there's probably the right solution in that one. So let's say I can figure out how to do 5 things in a row.
Oi! How did you get in there, you cheeky little sturkey? If I cop it in...
What is it, citizen? All right?
That's what I know so far. What about the bitch?
Oh, don't mind me. I just live here. Oh, I wish I Oh. We... So you're... Oh, thank you. You should probably take a look through her room. It's the one just by the front door. Maybe you'll find something the rest of us missed.
Sculpius about Scintilla's disappearance. He just suicided. Search Scintilla's room.
Thank you. That's my room.
I need another loop now. Scintilla's chest. We need clues now. There's nothing in a chest. Note from Scintilla. Scintilla to Sentius and Sentia. May Clementia give you strength to forgive me. Talk to Sentia about Scintilla's escape plan. Shit, man, there's so many things to do, you know. I need to write it down on a fucking paper, man. Who the fuck is gonna remember the right order? Found a letter in her room which mentioned her plan to escape. I know who she was seeing, it was Ulpius.
Oh, really? That commoner in debt bondage next door thought he could win over a magistrate's daughter. That's awfully bold of him. I can see why she worked so hard to keep it a secret. Quick, go and find him and ask him what he knows.
He's dead. I spoke to him already, besides, so I don't think he's responsible.
Oh, I see. Well, it was worth a try, I suppose. Just promise me you won't give up on her.
Ulpius knows what happened to her.
Thank you.
But we need another loop.
What have you discovered? What? Really? I
Found
swear,
a
I
letter.
searched her room top to bottom and never saw that. I wonder how I could have missed it. Strange, but well done, I suppose. But it's odd. It was only a few months ago that Scintilla's friend Yulia let slip she was planning an escape of her own. And yet, Yulia's still here. You should go and speak with her. Find out if she knows anything. She lives in the villa next door.
Scintilla.
Isn't the
Sentia.
great temple majestic?
Welcome.
Yulia. Man triggering them in the right order.
I'm still a bit out of it. Galerius just saved my life. Was there something you wanted?
Do you know anything about Scintilla's disappearance?
No. I did hear from Ulpius that she disappeared. It's very sad. She was such a lovely young woman. But I'd been locked in Malleolus's villa for months before she went missing, so I can't help you, I'm afraid.
So it's Ulpius. It's fucking Ulpius. We need to reset. There is the assassin, but I need a bow. I don't know where the bow is. Don't know what to do with Rufius. That shit is locked.
Greetings and salutations.
And you, anything with you?
I hope.
And with Virgil.
Ah, and you've... Nice to talk.
Where's the bow? What if I let her die?
Help! You have... A man arrived...
What if I just let you die? Maybe you'll open something. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. He's still in... I have to hide. Hear what? What?
Never mind. I'll trigger it. I'll fucking trigger it, will I?
The shrine is collapsing.
Okay, it's collapsing.
Fabia, no! Oh God, she's dead! Did anyone see that? The whole shrine just collapsed on her.
Imagine.
Oh, Fabia, why did you have to go in there? Poor sweet girl.
Beware, shrine may collapse at any moment. Where is that idiot? I've never seen that. Greek general. Statue of a woman. Perhaps a local Greek resident knows more about her. I know who to ask. I know who to ask. There is one Greek. Holy shit, an entire new area. Let me ask first. See if I'm right. I don't know. But we know there is one Greek here. So let's check it out. You.
I can't believe she is dead.
Georgius.
Fabia, I mean.
They react now that
She
Fabia
walked
is
into
dead.
that empty shrine, and the next moment she is lying dead under a pile of rubble. The gods are cruel and unjust. She was like a daughter to me.
You know why.
I'm sorry, friend. It's not right for me to lay my burden upon you.
Other weapons in the city.
He refuses to talk. Now I can't ask about the statue.
So it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
They start speaking about the bow. Let me see what's behind. Fuck. Perhaps I can find a bow finally here. I'm not allowed to run here, by the way. Loading. Crumbling sculpture of a woman. Mira. Achievement unlocked, archaeologist.
Ah, a visitor.
Who the fuck are you now? I'm way too bloody tired. I woke up 18 hours ago. I don't have strength anymore. We're gonna continue tomorrow. Fuck it. I'm just done for today. Guys, I'll be seeing you back soon. I'm off to bed. I can't even look at the screen anymore. The game is great, by the way. I'll definitely finish it, but it's gonna take some time. People, thanks for watching, and I wish you all good night. Next stream, I guess, in around 15 hours from now.